Good morning, everyone. How are you? I'm just unwrapping another bolt of our new baby, and I wanted to pop in this morning and say hello. And as promised, and our shipment arrived yesterday, and so I finally got the Stanley knife out and undid the boxes this morning. So thank you very much for popping in. I know it's early. It's really early to do a show. Good morning, Sue, Floria, Diane, Jeanette, Donna, and Glennis. Did you all know Di and I are only 3 days apart in age? Isn't that amazing? I've been doing a little bit of research on the side. Anyway, this morning, this is really quick because Steve's out there packing off orders. We set a deadline for cut-off for combo orders of 10 o'clock. I'm going to ask him to extend it to midday, so there's a bit more time. But we're doing a 4-day special that runs through until midnight on Sunday. So it starts pretty much now, and then it'll run through. And I've just remembered I haven't done something. 2 ticks. Hey Steve, can you put them all active? Can you go to Caddy and make them all active? I actually haven't made them all active. So Steve's just putting all of these up online now. I had them already and I didn't push the live button, so they're all up for you. So he's just doing that now. There's a new banner for you. So I've left some of the things from our show earlier in the week up, but then we've put up the gum leaves as well because I just, more for me, wanted to celebrate having them all in the house together. And because Under the Australian Sun's kind of part of our family, it's like a bit of a family reunion with a new member coming in. So we now have eight different colours in our eucalyptus design, because we've added the black one in this morning. Good morning, Barb. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh, fantastic. I'm so glad that you like that. Diane, that's really good. Sylvia, how are you this morning? Are you good? I'm so glad you're here. Jane, hi. Sharon, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so thanks for popping in. All right, so the new baby, I've actually got them all up behind me on the wall. So back in stock, we've got the black and green gum leaves, and we've also got the ivory and green, which we haven't had for about 6-7 months at least. So that's back, and then we've got the new baby, which is the black grey. So I'll put this out. I actually had these out to take a photo for something else that you don't get to see for quite a while, and I thought I better put them on the set to get started. So this is the new black. Now obviously with black, you cannot have black on black. You have to have something else, or there's no shading, because it's a shade rather than a colour. So we went with grey because we've already got black and green. So there's the black and grey. So it's very, very subtle shades. And what I love about this is, which I've mentioned before, is we'll be able to put pretty much any colour that you want with it. So if I hold that up there for you, you can see. And it's just got, it's really, really kind of rich, decadent. I want to use the word sexy, but I shouldn't, because you really shouldn't use sex to sell fabric. That's just wrong. But to me, it's a really lovely, Emma would call it that. But it's got that whole gorgeous grey-black shade thing going on. So I'm, more than anything, I'm just relieved that it has come up the way that I wanted it to. So as I said, now that we've got that, we actually have 8 shades. So what I have done for the 4-day special, I have put all of the eucalyptus leaves. They're all on special, and you will find them all under the banner in the next minute, if not already, because I just got Steve to do that. So they are all there, and they're all on special from between $26 and $27 usually a metre, down to $20 a metre, and that will end at midnight on Sunday. So that's just a kick-off for you, for my Facebook team. That will not go in a newsletter or anything. That's just for you until Sunday. That makes us unpack the boxes so that the stock's actually available to get it out. So that's that one. Now what I wanted to do too is celebrate there were 8 by doing a fat quarter pack for you. So I've popped them all into one pack. So with the new pricing, because it's more expensive now when it comes through, this will actually be $54 for a pre-cut pack of 8 fat quarters, but we have knocked it right down. Do you like the tally-sally word? Knocked it right down. One time only. I don't know all of those sayings. They just seem to pop into my head. I don't do it on purpose, and then I realise I've heard it somewhere before on a shopping channel. But we've marked it down to $39.50, and that again will end at midnight on Sunday. So you've got all 8 to have in your stash. Now I'm going to tell you why it's a cool idea to have them all in the stash at the same time. Good morning, Jane. Hi, Jimmy. Oh, you've been swimming, Sylvia. That is awesome. Good morning, Yvonne. Welcome. Hi, Julie, and hello, Lynn. Good to see you. All right. So why am I happy? Because you know I love matchy. Everything's got to go together. So I just wanted to show you how this works. So now let's put these guys to the side just for a tick. My table's not quite where it is this morning because Steve's come in and moved the table back so that he could actually access the wall, because that's where all of our fabrics were from the show that we did on Tuesday. So then he comes in and treats it like a shop and pulls them down, and he moved it out for a bit of room, and I haven't put it back. So it's a little bit out of whack, but we'll manage. Okay. So for example, now every single fabric in the Under the Australian Sun range will have at least 2 gum leaf prints that will go with it. At least 2. So pink and teal, I can pull out our rich cream on cream, and I will pull out the mint. So I know that those 2 go really well with it. Then add a stretch if you wanted to. The ivory cream you can use. I have no objections. There are no rules. And also the green. But definitely these 2 go really well with this one. And the teal border stripe and the new Mega Waratahs that are coming, all of that will work with that one. Then if we go to, this is the good one. If we go to Classic in the black and cream, you can go the cream on cream again. And here's our new baby with it. So that works really well. And then of course you could also add a pop of green in, and you could put the black and green in. But because these are neutral colors, all of these are going to work. And for those that know Elliot's Garden, I've popped it under the tag today as well. You know that we use all of them together, and they work really well in these colors. So now we can come back and add this one in. So they all go. Then if we take this one up, and let's go to our classic red and ivory. So we'll lay this one down. Here we can go black and green. We can go green and green. We can go ivory and green. We can go cream on cream. We can go our new black. Now that's really interesting because there is no grey in here, but it works. And what it actually does, it helps bring up the background underneath here. That will work. Then you can pull your red in, of course, with this one. So they all go really well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 6 of them that will go with this. So we'll swap that out and pop in the ivory. So we put this one in. We can do it again. So I'll go red, green on green, ivory on green, cream on cream. Now, if you wanted to here add a bit of contrast in, then you would add in your black and green here. Add a stretch, maybe for sashing, and maybe for the back of your quilt or an outer border. But definitely these 4, and for contrast, pop this one in. So they all work. And then if we go down to our Outback colours, put these out. We'll lay these out together. So we've got our rich Outback burnt orange brown ochre colour. And then we've got the lighter version on the cream. So with this one, this particular one, the olive and the cream was designed to go with these. So that works really well. So does the ivory and green that's back in stock. You can run the green on green with it as well. You can run the cream and add a stretch again. And I say add a stretch because this doesn't offend me at all. Putting the red in with the burnt orange I love because it pulls in the deepest colours, and it will work just as well as a burnt orange will. So they will all go. So you've got, just trying to reassure myself more than anything, you've got at least two with the teal and pink, and then you've also got 3, 4 or 5 with all of the other ones that will go. And then the other thing, just in terms of the set as well, good morning Kristen and Janice. Hello in New York, Violet, thank you very much for joining us. Good morning Rosemary. Kerry Fern, welcome as well, good to see you. And Jude, hi. So the other thing too is, now that we've got this black grey shading, I have other things in black grey, so I did just pop them under the banner for you to just have a little bit of a comparison this morning. If you do love, I'm going to use the term, the whole imperial influence of the black grey with the gold look, we've now got 3. So we've got the gum leaves, and do you remember at the designer tote that we did last year with the Waratahs? And we had that strippy pocket on the front. I wonder if you bought that bag. I can't remember who it was now. But do you remember that? I'm thinking a really classy, muted black gold version of that with those gorgeous new, the new black grey zip with the antique brass teeth on it. So these are my 3 now that are all the black grey with gold shading. So, and I really like them together because we've got our medium tossed print here with the leaves, then we've got more of a geometric directional design, and then we've got a small coordinate in the flowering gum. So just keep that in mind as well. If you really want that sort of classy, black, rich look, these 3 work really well together. Even though that's from Melba, the colours make it all work, and you get 3 really nice variations in the design that go together. And then with the flowering gum in the black, it reminded me this morning as well to pull out one of our bumper applique essential packs in the flowering gum, because I wanted to have a look at that just with all of these gum leaves as well, to see how well the 2 of them will all work together. So I might just lay these out over the top. Of course, I've got my pocket sewing caddy to finish from Tuesday. I got about 20 minutes in on it yesterday, and it all came to an abrupt halt, so I'm going back to finish that today. Of course, now I just want to make one with gum leaves, with the prints, and I will trace off one of the leaves, which you could do too, off this design, and then applique that onto the pockets on a plain black. I thought that might look quite nice. I'm short too. Oh, there they are. I think I'm short too. Okay, so if we lay these out again, I'll just pop that up in there, and that there. Let's just, for a bit of fun, pull this out. So this is one of our bumper applique essential packs that has all of our 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I was going to say 14. I thought, no, that can't be right. 14 colours. Good morning, Sue. Welcome. Good to see you. Hello, Tracy. Now at Baruga Club, going to have breakfast. Sylvia, you're living the life, my mate. You are living the life. Let's just have a look at this and see how it all works. So just to open it out a little bit more. Like that. And spread them out. Okay, so red is going to go with the red. but it's also pretty much going to go with everything, maybe not that one, but the rest will all go. The oranges, again, oh, the orange and the black. Heavens, I've got to open this right out now because I need to see this. Yum. Oh, we did it, didn't we? It's been done. I don't even know if I've still got a copy somewhere. We did it for Cottage Companion magazine. We had the classic years ago with Under the Australian Sun too, and we did a big bed runner, and we did it all in the blacks and creams. Oh, we'll be able to do it again because we'll have the big Waratahs, and we did a big bed runner, and it had rust in as the sashing with the black cream and black greys. And I've still got it. It's in a suitcase. I just couldn't bring myself to part with it. I will have to pull it out, and we'll have to have a remake of that. So rust looks really good with the new black. But of course it's also going to go with the olive and the taupe. So that's pretty good. The reds, I mean, you can just see the reds go with everything pretty much. Maybe not that one, they all go. The red, of course, is going to go with the black. Everything's going to go with the black. The golds, definitely both the golds are ones with a little bit of green leaf, and the plain ones, they all go with that. They all go with that. There's a little bit of Christmas. Yes. Oh yes, didn't expect, but yes, and yes, so that's all fine. Then olive green will go here, olive green, and this is yummy. So there's the new black with the olive green. And if I leave that there, and I'll show it to you with the bright green as well, that sings. So that will be lovely and fresh. And that's an essence of Elliot's Garden, our gum leaf tote, all of those things as well. But also all of this all goes, all of that goes, that's all fine. Now the mint, let's have a look at the mint with the new one. Still works really well. So the mint goes super. I call it mint, but somewhere I had a brief moment of, I don't know what happened, but I called it pear. I have no idea what happened there. But we call it mint, but I think the name on the bolt's pear. Anyway, that's all good with that one and that one. Okay, oh, and there too, with the red. I like the mint with the red. Now, pink. I'm doing this for all of Margaret's mad mates that only do pink for Christmas. I know. You could get away with it if you really wanted to, and the reason you can is because of the grey in here. So if you think about Melba, you know how we've got the black now happening with the pink over the top? That's kind of the same thing, so it will work. But other than that, of course, the pink goes beautifully with the cream and with the mint. So that's got friends here as well. Same with the purple. Yes, you could. Cream, mint, anything in there. Aqua's also lovely. And I do remember that that bed runner I was talking about, there was someone that actually used a really strong teal with blacks for that bed runner, and I saw it and it was absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got ivory, it goes with everything, and then we're back to the gum leaf. So that, if you've got that gum leaf, if you get the gum leaf pre-cut pack, just to get it into your stash and get you started if you haven't got them all yet. Oh, you haven't, sorry, because there's a new one, sorry. But you know what I mean. If you've got your stash of gum leaves, you know that if you grabbed one of these packs that I have just destroyed, they will all work really well together. So it's going to give you endless possibilities to mix and match everything together. Daisy, good morning. Hello, Lois. Victoria, welcome. Welcome to Chandler's Cottage. Janelle, good morning. Fiona, oh, thank you very much. Look, they're just an old buddy. They're a buddy in the building, and it's so nice to have them kind of all back and all sitting pretty on the shelf together, and now we can have a play with them. Oh, thanks, Suze. Rhonda, good morning. Hello, Merle. Joe, welcome. Good news, Joe. I heard what happened. Fantastic news. Tracy, welcome. Good to see you. All of that. Right, I'm not staying. We're not staying. We're not playing with these today. That's it. I have got to go and help Steve do orders. Mum and Dad are about to arrive, and Mum's bringing down more super duper remnants, so I might pop a couple of posts up of those. I'm going to see you sometime, I hope, on the weekend. I always make that promise, but I know it's an extremely busy weekend. But I've got some really good stuff brewing for next week, so I'll be back to show you my finished off pocket sewing caddies. And next week we've got a lot of other stuff on. I had a lot of response and interest in the hoop thing that we did this week. And if you're in a quilter's life, I've done another little segment on that for you to have a look at under AQL Makes, so you can do that. And then I really want to get stuck into some other things that we looked at a long time ago, but I feel like we've moved and developed since then. It's now time to come back and really embrace them, so that's what we'll be doing next week. So, but do pop in and have a look, and also on Instagram, because I will very often on the weekend post things on Instagram on Chandler's Cottage or Lisa Chandler Designs instead of Facebook, so do keep an eye on those too. Right, okay, you have a fabulous day. I'm going to head off, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. If you've got any questions, you can ring us. We are here today on 039 587 3958, or you can email us at info@chandlerscottage.com. All right, bye for now. Thanks.